Well, hey there guys, and good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to another video playing Terraria. If you don't remember, last episode we came over here into the ice biome and basically finished construction on our ice base over here. But today what I'm going to do is, first of all, actually head back over there because I have a couple things I want to actually finish up. So, first of all, I'll need all of this lot because I'm going to be quickly crafting up some silk and then a boreal wood bed, because a bed is one of the things we didn't actually end up putting in the base when we first built it. And another thing I want to do is I want to do some more underground exploration today. I want to finish filling up my health bar ideally, but also we did the goblin army a couple episodes back if you don't remember, so we want to look for the goblin tinker as well. And finally, I want to grab the ice skates because we are getting to a point soon where we might hopefully be able to craft up the not the terror spark, but the lightning spark boots. So in order to do that, I'll need, well, once I get the lightning spark boots, I can combine them with the ice skates to make the frost spark boots, which are a ingredient for the terror spark boots. A lot of different boots, but either way, to start off with, coming on over here back to our graveyard, we have a new member. I would like to say hello. Let me up. Say hello to Callisto Studies. That is someone who is at least 4 parallel universes ahead of us, because somehow they I say somehow, they commented about the part of the video that was on a timestamp after the video had finished. But either way, welcome to the graveyard. I hope you enjoy your stay. You know, not that you can leave anytime soon, considering it's a graveyard and all, but either way, coming on here, dealing with those guys and making my way through. Oh, I didn't even see you there, sir. Ow, leave me alone. What I'm going to do is make my way across the world towards the ice base, and I will see you guys when I get there. Let's do this. So guys, as you can see, we are just on the edge of the ice biome here. So, heading on through, we should hopefully be seeing our lovely new ice base showing up just over the horizon in a second. And yep, there we go. So, coming on over here, and I actually need to decide where I want to put this bed. I'm thinking we put it down here with Bruno. So, sorry Bruno, your chair's got to go temporarily. But, here, you can have a bed instead. And, yep, housing is still suitable. So, coming up here, one last thing I wanted to do before heading underground is, before we had a poll deciding what the name for our new town here would be, and so I would like to officially crown this town as the Frosty Fjord. It actually was one of my favorite name options. I'm kind of glad that one got picked. But either way, with that done, what I'm going to do is head on over here, and oh, there's a pair of fairies that are no longer there because they're flying away. But either way, as I was saying, what I want to do is come over here towards our ice tree. Well, I say our ice tree. It's a normal tree, but it is also our entrance, conveniently, to the underground ice biome. I forgot I don't have a horseshoe, so I cannot just take damage. Is that a rat? It's a mouse. It's like Mickey Mouse. Well, I mean, it's not like Mickey Mouse, because if it was Mickey Mouse, then Disney would probably sue Rue Logic, but you know what I mean. Either way, coming up over here and hopefully making my way through. Yep. What I'm going to do is head on down into the underground and see if I can't find anything. Like I said, I'm hoping to find some, first of all, some life crystals. I'm hoping to find the ice skates, and I'm hoping to potentially find the goblin tinkerer. But if I don't find the goblin tinkerer, won't be too upset, because we would also like to do some more jungle exploration, as that is the next space I'd actually like to build. But what I'm thinking of doing for it, I will need some mud bricks, which means I'm going to need a lot of mud. So I'm probably gonna do my classic of clear out a large area down there before I start building, which would obviously involve me going down there. But either way, coming on through here, this is the area we were clearing out before. And if I look at my map, I might actually, I think, come on through here. I'm gonna light this up a bit as I head on through. And I'm thinking, yeah, there looks to be something down. I mean, it's not very big, but I'm going to continue my exploration. Well, that was a great continuation of my exploration. I'm going to continue on down this way, and let's see if we can't find anything. So, heading on through here, there looks to be another small cave. My only issue, or my main issue, with the ice underground is that it's not really... It's just a bunch of, like, really small, like, sort of sections of cave, but either way, there's some lead here, and there's another cave segment down there. It looks like to be a couple of them, in fact, that I could potentially go and have a look at. So, coming down here with this ice bat, and hopefully not getting tagged by the guy, because they can be a little bit annoying. Come on. There we go. So, hopping on down here, dealing with this Viking, and let me see. There doesn't look to actually be anything in here. That's like, the ice caves are always kind of small, and they also like don't usually seem to like ever have anything in them. It's like the main issue I have with the ice underground. My favorite underground is the jungle, because there's typically like loads of open caves, there's stuff everywhere, there's always something to do. The ice is just, well, it's barren, but I guess that makes sense because it is kind of like an Arctic cave system. It's kind of an extreme environment, not much would be able to live here. The jungle having a lot in it makes sense because, you know, jungles are very diverse ecosystems, have a lot of different things living there. That's a little geography lesson for you guys. If you didn't know, jungles are very diverse places on the planet, and we should protect them. But that was hopefully fairly obvious. But either way, there looks like there's some slush over here, which I'm going to pick up, as well as this platinum. I don't believe I particularly need it, but you know, a little bit of platinum can't hurt. I am planning on using it a bit in our cavern base. We may eventually get to building that one, which... that one won't be last, but it will probably be relatively late compared to some of the others. And there's a house down there. Oh, that's good, that's good, that's good. That means that... come on. That means that we can have a chest, and we might be able to find the ice skates that I was looking for. So, oh, there's a goblin. Where's the goblin? Is he down here? He's not down here. Is he dead? I think he might have died. Well, that's no fun, but either way, heading on over here, we can head... whoa, that's a lot of slush. Collecting up some of the slush, which we can extractinate afterwards, and making my way through. I might not collect all of it, but at least a good chunk, I'm thinking, because like I said, we can extractinate it, get some ores and gems, always nice, but more importantly, get some money, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of money. Money's pretty solid, and I like having it. But either way, coming on through and clearing that out, coming down. Gotta deal with this guy. There we go. And let's see. No ice skates, but we do get this ice mirror, which I believe is lucky. Yeah, this ice mirror, which will be quite good for us. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily good because we didn't have anything that does the same thing as it. Like, it does the same thing as the magic mirror. I just think it looks nicer, personally. Like, I'm a big fan of the ice mirrors, like, aesthetic. And, you know, quite a few sort of things within the ice sort of cave areas. I quite like their aesthetics, just not, you know, the lack of frequency of things down here. But I mean, to be fair, I'm talking about the lack of frequency, and we've just hit quite a decently sized cavern, to say the least. So, come on here. What I'm going to do is head around for a bit and see if I can't find anything else of interest in this chasm. Oh, we in fact did. So, hey, leave that guy alone. Coming on here, we have the bound goblin. Fagel.
Thank you for freeing me, human. I was tied up and left here by the other goblins. You could say that we didn't get along well.
That is not good, but either way, what I'm going to do is quickly buy rocket boots and a tinker's workshop. Gonna set that down, take these off, and craft ourselves some spectre boots, which are just normal, unfortunately, but this is quite good for us because it means we can now do a little bit of hovering like that. So, it looks like we've hit the boundary of the ice there. So what I'm going to do is come back here a bit and continue mining a bit more into the ice. I'm going to spend a bit of time, I think, looking around for the ice skates now. I could just get them from fishing later, but I mean, fishing in this game can be quite dull at times, to say the least. It can be quite slow. So I'd like to avoid having to do it as long as possible, but if I have to, I will, to say the least. So, either way, coming on through here, there's actually something else I wanted to do today as well, which I will do after doing a bit more exploration here. I'll talk more on that in a minute. So, what I'm going to do is head around for a bit of underground exploration, and I will catch up with you guys. That's an undead miner over there, if I find anything. So, let's do this. See, I have found, myself, a little house here with a new chest in it. So, if I open it up, I will take that. We don't have any ice skates, but we do have some good loot in here, including this warding blizzard in a bottle, which I personally think is much better than the old cloud in a bottle we used to have. But either way, with that, unfortunately, since I haven't really been finding much, what I'm going to do is simply head on back to base. So, chucking all of this away, I'm going to quickly come over to our friend Milton over here and sell some stuff before coming over here. And I think I don't really have a place to play, a place to place this yet, so I'm going to leave it there for now. Now come through here into mob drops, that can go in there. And I'm going to extractinate all of this slush. And whilst I do so, I'm going to talk to you a bit about some of my plans going forward. So, as I said, I want to head over into the jungle, do a bit more underground exploration there, just a lot of mining in today's episode really. Grab up a bunch of mud and look for those last life crystals we need, as well as I was going to start collecting stuff for a vanity set, but I can't actually make that set until I have the dye trader because I need a specific dye from him. So unfortunately I can't work on that yet until he moves in, which he will hopefully do soon, sooner rather than later. But for now, we're just going to, I'm just going to have to leave that. But either way, coming on here, for my jungle base, I'm thinking of doing some kind of ruins type build, sort of mixed in with more natural things like trees and bushes, which is why I need the mud bricks for it. But we'll get more onto that when we get to it. We still have quite a few pieces of slush to extract here, so hopefully it's nearly done. And there we go. So with that, I'm going to quick set all of that away, and that was a lot of money. We have quite a bit of cash on us, but like I said, what I'm going to do is head over, I'm thinking, to the underground jungle and seeing what we can find down there. So, heading on and up. I'm so happy we got the blizzard in a bottle. I love this item so much. I prefer it a lot compared to the cloud in a bottle. So, heading on through here. I mean, I'm not great at using it in tight spaces like the jungle, to be fair, but that's just because it's a tight space, less maneuverability. Not really many ways in which a big boost of vertical speed is all too useful there. But I mean, just when like exploring large open areas, or if you need to like reach a higher ledge, a big boost of vertical momentum is quite useful, I would argue. But either way, come over here and pop, sniping that jungle bat. Head on through here. I'm gonna ignore the piranhas for now, just because I don't really want to have to deal with them. And heading down here into the jungle. Not really anything in particular per se I'm looking for anymore, not since we finally managed to gather up that leaf wand and the wood wand. More so just looking for like generally life crystals and a large amount of mud, because not only will we need it for this build, we'll also need it for when I eventually start work on the mushroom build. But either way, I mean, this is the place I usually go for these things. There's one life crystal already, so we're off to a good start. But over here is one of these hornets, and these things always kill me, I swear. So killing it faster, and that's a berserker. I better keep that, because that is part of the Unk charm, which means we can use it to get the Unk shield. I'm not particularly planning on farming for all of the pieces for that, but I mean, if I happen to get them, I will store them up and use them. But I don't typically use the Unk shield, which is probably a mistake. Should probably use that thing, because it is typically rather useful to have immunity from, you know, most debuffs in the game, but I don't typically find I have an accessory slot open for it. But either way, ooh, sniping that guy and coming on through. I feel like, yeah, we've been partially down this path, but not sort of fully down it. So what I'm going to do is, oh well, that's the reason we haven't been any further down it, isn't it? Either way, what I'm going to do is come on through here and mine my way through the mud. I mean, the jungle also has a lot of sort of small cave areas, but it also has a lot more of the larger ones, as well as the fact that even the smaller like spaces, they're just much more tightly like compacted than in the ice, in my opinion. But either way, down here there is a jungle shrine, so if I make my way over, hopefully we can find something good inside. So opening up the chest, And we got another Anklet of the Wind, which is also the exact same modifier as ours. But, I mean, either way, it's always nice to get more loot, so I can sell that later and get more money. But, either way, which is a phrase I say quite a bit, I'm realizing. When I say I'm realizing, I knew I say quite a bit. I don't particularly have a reason why I say it quite a bit, it's just like a nice phrase, you know? But either way, collecting up that little money sack there and trying not desperately to get shot. I am in enemy territory right now. Boom, boom, me, boom. Okay, there we go. There's that guy dealt with, and oh, there's so many things. See, that's the issue with the jungle. There's just a lot of things. There's a lot of enemies, and I'm not always the best at dealing with them. But coming up and over here, I'm not, unfortunately, seeing any more life crystals. But I am seeing, unfortunately, a lot of enemies. There are 11 around us, apparently. Oh, shield statue. I don't particularly think that does anything, but there is another jungle shrine over here. So we should be able to get some more loot from it. So coming on over here, and it seems like we'll need to mine our way in if I just grapple onto it like that for stability. And see, Staff of Regrowth. Oh, that's so good. That means we can get the Axe of Regrowth. Oh, that's actually amazing. So that is something I forgot I was hoping to get at some point, but means it's a good thing that we have it now. But either way, coming on through here, and I mean, this is what I mean of like the jungle has these massive caves. So you can just quickly drop through, and there's 2 more life crystals. Don't die. Come on, you can. You are an amazing player at this game. You can, yes, get those 2, which means there's only 1 more life crystal that we need, and then we are at max health, which hopefully shouldn't be too hard to gather up down here. I mean, the only other thing I can think of that I would particularly be wanting to look for while we're here is the jungle temple entrance. But it's not something that's really like a major concern, so to say, at the moment, so much as it would just be nice to know where it is. But either way, come over here, grabbing up all of this loot we can sell, and as well, I've just seen up here we have a lovely jubbly little life crystal. So coming over and grabbing it, and okay, I'm going to do something that I might regret attempting, but if I don't attempt it, I will also probably regret why there's so many man-eaters around. I'll also probably regret not attempting it. So after dealing with all of these guys, what I want to do is mine my way down into this here hive and see if I can defeat a little boss here called the Queen Bee. So if I make my way down and in, and then I'm going to lure this hornet, hopefully, away from the lava so that I don't accidentally hit it when I try and kill the hornet. That doesn't seem to be working, so okay, there we go. What I'm going to do is set up a very rudimentary arena. So grabbing up some platforms, I'm going to place them across here, and this should hopefully be good enough for me. Gonna grab up a campfire, throw that in there. What kind of potions do I have? Danger Sense, Titan. Neither of those are particularly useful to me. So, coming down, grabbing the honey buff, and without further ado, let's do this. So guys, this fight actually took longer than expected, so sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy watching me duke it out with a giant bug. Let's do this. There we go! And unfortunately, I did... Leave me alone, you silly, silly little bees. Unfortunately, I did not get the item I was looking for. What I was looking for was a bow called the Beekeeper. I didn't get it, but like I said, I can always come back in the future. Refight a few more later on, but I will not be doing... Why does everything here want me dead? I will not be doing that yet. But either way, what I'm going to do, I think, is if I look at the time, I'm going to do a bit of mining, looking for some mud. I say looking, trying to collect up some mud here. So what I'm going to do is go right ahead with that, and I'll see you guys when it's done. Let's do this. Well guys, I mean, looking at that, our traveling merchant has actually arrived, and I do want to check out some of his wares. So, he's over here, coming over here and checking them out. What have you got for me, Aiden? Super skin, stopwatch, DPS meter I do need, so I will take that. Nothing else I particularly need though. So, what I'm gonna do is come through here, quick stack all of those away, and quickly sell all of these items that I don't need. And I'm going to sell this as well. Quick stack the money away. That's looking pretty good. And then accessories. Throw that in there. We already have a staff of regrowth apparently. I did not realize that. I suppose potion ingredients is where bottled honey can go. Mob drops, we can throw in beeswax in there, and hive can go into our blocks chest. That's what it's called, if I can speak. Speaking of our blocks chest, I actually want to... I don't know why I used to match mirror up. I'm just running back. It would have been quicker. I want to come through and see... Okay, we already have 2,000 mud, so I'm not going to bother doing any more mining for mud at the minute. Instead, I'm going to look around our jungle area and see if I can't find a nice place to build. In the meantime, I'm actually going to hop back home for a second, because I will be needing a large-ish amount of rich mahogany. I mean, I have 192 of it, but you know what, actually, I am going to leave it at 192 for now. So, again, coming back to the jungle, I'm being very indecisive today, but that's just because I've got sort of a lot of things I'm thinking of potentially doing. I was going to gather some more rich mahogany wood, but I think we have enough for now. What I'm going to do is, like I said, look for a place in the jungle I think that would be quite nice for the sort of base idea I have in mind. I mean, ideally, I'd like to do it somewhere either centrally or nearer to this edge by the beach. But sort of centrally and by actually the entrance to the underground jungle is somewhere that I think would be quite good to place it as well. So, coming up over here, I'm looking for some relatively flat land. I mean, this place is actually looking pretty solid. If I come over here, I'm actually thinking, yeah, somewhere like over here is actually really good for what I have in mind. So what I'm going to do is quickly collect up all of this bamboo. Ow! I want things in this jungle to stop trying to kill me. Collect up this bamboo, and I'm going to just build a little pillar here. Well, I say a pillar. I'm going to be building a little arrow here so that I know this is the place that I want to use to build my base. So if I come on through here, boom, and boom. So now look on the map, there's a nice arrowhead there. I should be able to tell, hopefully, this is the place I had in mind to build. But without further ado, what I think I'm gonna do actually is call it there for today. Might be a bit of a shorter episode, but it is just resource gathering. I'm hoping to do a potentially longer episode next time, working on the jungle base and talking through some of my ideas with it as I go along. But either way, if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, share my channel with your friends, do all of those things to help me grow as a YouTuber. Make sure to tune in next time for the next Terraria video, and leave a comment if you'd like to have yourself added to our graveyard area, just like Callisto Studies was today. But either way, without further ado, I will see you next time. Bye bye.